Welcome to the Jubilee Recreation Center. Cody Jansen with you here on 12 Ounce Sports, Zingo TV, channel 761. It's week number 3 of the 12 Ounce Sports Cup. We are coming to you live from the Great White North, Alberta. Appreciate all of our viewers. Hey, a lot tuning in from all over the globe. Thanks to the fans down on 12 Ounce Sports, your home for sports talk radio. Boy, 2 weeks in, and we have had some thrilling lacrosse. Don't expect anything else, or don't anything other than that once again. Here, a little bit of a holdup. Looks like no Jackson Freeman in goal for the Rhinos. They are waiting right now, trying to get that replacement lined up. I believe it's going to be Jordan Peck coming in. Waiting on official word here, not exactly sure. A little bit of a latecomer, as you can see on screen, running around, maybe throwing things down a little bit. Hey, we're going to play 2 10-minute halves here to line this one up. We got the Rebels. They're 5-0, first place in the 12 Ounce Sports Cup standings. The Rhinos are 1-1-3, tied for third. These two teams met once back on July 7th. And the Rebels won 2-1. Connor Albrecht had 2 goals in that one. Jordan Wheaton had 1 goal. Taking a look at this one, though, I said, hey, these two teams, they match up great. Yes, in the preview, I did predict Jackson Freeman to be in net. So, hey, Peck has some big shoes to fill right now for the Rhinos. Looks like things are ready to get underway. Ball's down. We are going off that face-off. It's going to be Ethan Wong on the right side. Wong's got Ang up top. Quick start. Big save by Stewart. Wong again over to the corner. Gillespie from an awkward angle. They're going to pelt Stewart early here. Ball goes up top. Stewart knocks down that pass. Goaltender still controlling. Now Stewart's going to throw a long bomb picked off by Wong. I thought he was going to shoot it from his own side of half. Now he tees one up from outside, goes wide. Alex Wildeboer controls the speedster. He's got Dewart with him. Wildeboer shoots and scores. 1-0 Rebels early. Alex Wildeboer fires that one home, and after the Rhinos, well, they dominated that start. All of a sudden, they find themselves down 1-0. Ball ends up top. Stewart's got to make another save there as he squeezes off the corner. Stewart sends it up for McGarva. He's got Gillespie all over him. Gillespie's just going to poke that one forward. McGarva ends up coming up with a loose ball. Albrecht, late man off the bench, is Jacob Fodchuk. 2 goals in the 12 Ounce Sports Cup for him, but it's picked off by Jordan Wheaton. Wheaton had the lone goal these two teams met earlier this month, but that pass not going to be close. Target off the wall. That pass intended for Ethan Wong, not going to make it to him. Now that one gets picked off Alex Wildeboer again. That's a couple of steals on defense for him, and he'll go in transition. Rebels control again. Another break. Alex Wildeboer over to Dewart this time. Only 2-on-1 goes to his backhand. Got stopped. Taking a play out of Jordan Wheaton's playbook. Dewart gets stopped, and here goes Gillespie. 2-on-1 with Wong. 5-hole on Stewart. He's got to take a look behind him, but ends up going in the corner. Rebels pass intended for Dewart goes over his head. And now that pass by Nolski finds the light. Jordan Dewart controls over to Milne, defender Fairholt. The rookie all over him. Milne still controls, cutting to the middle. Little fadeaway shot off the crossbar. Milne up top, 6:48 left to go here in the opening half. Dewart controls. The lefty thought about going to the outside, kind of ran himself out of real estate. That shot got blocked by Fairholm, bouncing ball in the air. Falls to the ground, grabbed by Dewart. Dewart's pass now down low. Gillespie forces a turnover, and he's going to go the other way. Hang fires that one down. Stewart with the right arm keeps it out. 4 minutes scoreless for the Rhinos. Albrecht up top, cutting towards the middle, leading the 12-ounce Sports Cup and scoring with 9 goals. That one's not going to go for him, though. Vodchuk's in a battle. Fairholm comes out with it. Wong's going to control from the right side. The little lefty to the middle. He's got some space. Wong tees, fires, and scores. We're tied at 1 as Ethan Wong blasts out past Stewart. Alex Wildeboer getting a look on offense, along with Flynn as well. One of the first times we've seen him up on the O side. Flynn's got a look stopped. McGarva with the rebound, and he buries that one, and Rebels respond right away as it's 2-1. Liam McGarva with his third of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Brings that lead back up, and just like that, the Rhinos answer again, and we're tied at 2. Back and forth action here, 4-on-4 lacrosse. As a defense, if you get caught sleeping for a second, they are going to make you pay. Milne with the ball, cutting towards the middle, taking a couple of hits, still hangs on to the ball. Dewart thought about shooting, now a little bit of a fadeaway pass got picked off. Dewart gets it right back. He's got Milne and Albrecht. Over to Albrecht, right towards the middle, trying to avoid the crease, but he ends up stepping in. Rhinos head back the other way. Ang and Wong. Jordan Wheaton's the late man off the bench. Wheaton controls, still holds on to it. Up top for Wong, looking for 2. Stewart says no. Wong on his backhand. Looked like he almost fell over there, trying to get that shot off. That ball's hopping around, stays in play right in front of the Rhinos bench. Vodchuk has a Dewart running towards the back door. Albrecht up top, tees it up. Vodchuk back to Albrecht. 3:23 left to go here in the opening half. This one's down for Dewart. Flynn in the corner, swings and misses. Fairholm goes the other way. He's got Gillespie with him. Fairholm up to Gillespie, bobbles it. Gonna have to recover down in the corner, slip it around there. He'll get it. Jordan Wheaton up top. The veteran to control the offense. Over to Fairholm. Seth Fairholm down the pipe. Another big left arm stop by Stewart. Seth Fairholm, 5 goals, maybe a little bit unexpected for the Rhinos. Hey, he's had a couple of big games, including a hat trick in week number 1. Alex Wildeboer now backpedals, watches Dewart come off the bench. Thought about shooting it, won't do so. Now it's Albrecht up top. Back to Wildeboer. Tees, fires, and it's wide. Albrecht again, 140 seconds left to go here in the opening half. It's week number 3 of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Alex Wildeboer over to Dewart, the Rebels junior captain now to the middle. Thought he was going to try some behind the back action. Now Wildeboer bounces it on goal. Peck with the save. McGarva was waiting for that rebound out in front again. That time it didn't fall for him. Here's Wong. Wong intended for Ang as he was cutting right down the middle. Trey Stewart grabs it behind the net and gives it off for Albrecht. Stewart's got a 1.6 goals against average in this thing. The Rebels are 5-0. And hey, talking with people before, the Rebels, I mean, they were a team talked about to be a bottom end of the standings here. They have shocked the world. Here goes Giovanni right side. Ends up dropping it to the bench. Comes out of the cradle. Cross doesn't hold on for him. And it'll be Rebels possession. Spencer Milne is right there. Alex Wildeboer, the last man off the bench. He's got Fonchuk and Dewart with him. 60 seconds to go here. Half number one. Dewart with it. Milne cuts across the crease. Fonchuk's up top. Trying to go 5-hole. Now Milne's going to push Fairholm back in the crease, but he didn't have it anyways. Back over to Fairholm. Ang thought about sending up a Hail Mary. Now just a little bit of a lob for Wong. He'll slow things down. Giovanni, the late man. Wong blows the tire somehow. He still had it for a second. Wheaton with the rebound. I'm going to say Stewart didn't get a piece of that one. Looked like he was trying to go low to the stick side, hit something and out of play. Now 15 seconds left. We'll see what the Rebels are working with. Dewart down the middle, takes a couple of hacks and whacks, gets a shot off. McGarvis got it. Milne's the late man. Right down the pipe, low stick side, bounces wide. Spencer Milne, chance to give the Rebels a 3-2 lead, and he blows it by the goaltender and wide of the goal. We finish up the first half 2-2. Back after this is Cody Jansen with you on 12-Ounce Sports. As we get set for the second half here in Fort Saskatchewan, it's 2-2 between the Rebels and the Rhinos. Rhinos quick off that break. It's Ang trying to go short side. High on Stewart. He got stopped. Nolsky out in front again. And Stewart with another save. Ang's got that rebound. Wisely slows it down. Sends it to Wheaton out of the corner. Jordan Wheaton back pass. A little bit behind Nolsky. Still hopping around there. Stewart's got to get back in his net. Rhinos set it up again. Wheaton with the bouncer. Stewart with the save. Rebound still hopping around. Wheaton's going to get it again. They got a fourth offensive opportunity here. Less than 40 seconds in. Dewart for Milne. He's got a 2-on-1 opportunity with Albrecht. Spencer Milne up top. Stopped by Peck. Spencer Milne, couple of opportunities. Hasn't been able to capitalize here. Now down low, it's Fairholm, but the Rhinos had 5 on the floor. Blame that on the coaches. That's a mistake. That's costly. It's Fairholm and Wheaton had a great opportunity down low. They just weren't able to get that opportunity. Isaac Flynn leads the offense. Albrecht, 9 goals in the 12-ounce Sports Cup for him. Wildeboer trying to shoot from distance. His brother on the Riverman in the 12-ounce Sports Cup here. So, yeah, we got a little bit of a rivalry. Wong right in the middle there. Wildeboer all over him. Loose ball bouncing around. Stewart now joins the battle. That big goalie stick, he's able to control it. 2 minutes gone here. Nolski now might have a little bit of room on that right side. Liam McGarva, the late man for the Rebels. Nolski, shot, puts another one in the logo. Easy night so far for the Rhinos netminder. They've had a bunch of odd man chances. The Rebels have, but really not able to capitalize as much as I'm sure they would like to. Jordan Wheaton fires that one high. I don't know if that went off a helmet or a crossbar. That must have been a crossbar because Stewart didn't even react to it. And now another one goes in. Fairholm was in front, maybe a little bit of a screen, and the Rhinos go up 3-2. Dewart right side. Rebels look to respond here. They're trailing. Ang this time up for Wheaton. Down low was Wong. Gio in front of the net. Now it's Ang. Low sub shot. Put it on goal. Good positioning. Stewart holds his ground. Doesn't let anything past him. McGarva. Couple of fakes there. Got a shot off shoulder. Saved by Peck. Dewart's got the rebound. Teammates a little bit slow to get up there. Now it's Fodchuk backpedaling. Tees it up. Bounces it out. They're going to say that ended up going off the Rhinos one. Nolski down the middle. Peck says no. No Jackson Freeman here for the Rhinos. Back up in goal. Doesn't seem like a problem right now. They are up 3-2. Wheaton on the right side. That pass, Nolski controls. A little bit of a backhand flip, man, down low left side. Now it's Jordan Wheaton up top. Pass intended for Fairholm. Still bouncing around. He's going to get that loose ball almost halfway through the second half. Other opportunity, Stewart. Down at almost hockey-like butterfly position. Makes a save. He's leading all goaltenders. The young Trey Stewart, the 1.6 goals against average coming into this one as Albrecht misses the net by 3 feet. Long pass by Wong. Goes a little wide. Hey, we don't have a 5-second delay here on the mics like the NHL plans on putting in, so you might hear a couple of words that you don't want your kids to hear out there. It's all part of the fun. Carter Albrecht, right side, over to Flynn. He wants to shoot this one. It's low and it's rolling behind the goaltender. Somehow stays out. Now that clock going just a little bit faster for the Rebels. Zhang out in front. Spins around. Doesn't exactly work. Pass over to Wheaton. Shot on goal. Stewart stops Wheaton again. Now Stewart's pass for Mild. It's rare you send a pass higher than Spencer Mild, but that one he couldn't come down with. Giovanni right side for Wheaton. Jordan Wheaton's got a little bit of room. Likes to go short side there. He loves that quick step off the wall. You see him use it a lot with the Alberta Warriors at the Alisher Breast tournament. Here comes Wildeboer. It's little Wildeboer. Alex decides to go for it himself, shoots it wide, and that goes out. That's been the stories for the Rebels here. No luck so far, no dice. In this second half, they trail 3-2. 3:47 left to go here. Fodchuk for Milne. Here you go, chance at redemption. Stopped by Peck. McGarva with the rebound again. Gonna slow it down. They still got 3 minutes here. They only trail by 1. D-word shot goes over. This is gonna bounce all the way down to his netminder. You got Wong, Nolsky, Gillespie helping out, doing their best on defense here, but the Rebels putting a little bit of pressure on. 3 to go. Here's Fodchuk. The righty's got to pull that one back. Now Nolsky has some space. Milne, the last defender. Nolsky stops. Put it on goal, but he put it right into Stewart. Now you got Wong, the trailer. Got a little bit ahead. The Rhinos got to play some defense here. They got a lead. I know you don't want to sit back on it too much, but still, 4-on-4. You can't be sending guys up there carelessly. Here's D-word back the other way. Stopped by Peck, gets his own rebound. Less than 2:30, Albrecht. Albrecht with a little bit of backpedal. McGarva now, fadeaway shot. Big left pad kick there. Keeps this a 3-2 game. Albrecht controls your leading scorer in the 12-ounce Sports Cup to the middle. Held off the score sheet so far. Here's McGarva looking for a 2, and it's bouncing around. And yet again, Peck swings. That was on the goal line, if not closer. Here goes Wheaton, breakaway to extend that lead. 5-hole opportunity doesn't work. Now it's Wong. He'll grab the loose ball. Less than 2 to play. Wong turns on the Jets. Up the middle. Shot goes just over the net. Low ball, scoop back. Ang has it. 90 seconds back galore. Boy, they are not afraid to turn the Jets on here. Offense is clicking for the Rhinos. Look at how the Rebels, their first loss of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. I said it was going to be a good matchup. And boy, they have not proved me wrong so far. This has been a fun one. Rebels trail by 1, and guess what? It's going to be their ball with a minute left to play. Couldn't even set the scene any better. Hey, I said it before. If the Rhinos got a full lineup, they are missing Freeman, though. You know what? Be warned. A lot of offensive firepower. Here's Fodchuk off the post. That close for the Rebels. Albrecht now takes his shot. Rebounds there. Ang's going to scoop it up before his goaltender. Now the Rhinos got to be smart. 40 seconds. They got a lead. Ang, a little bit of a fake over to Wheaton. Those two are going to play give and go here. I don't think the Rebels pulled Stewart. So if they can end up forcing a turnover here, getting a big save, maybe it'll work. That pass behind the back intended for Wheaton. Goes over, timeout gets called. Clock's still running. They stop it around 15-second mark or so. We will step aside as well. It's Cody Jansen with you here to the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Week number 3 coming on Zingo TV, channel 761. All the Rebels need is 1 goal to force a tie. They're going to get 21 seconds to work with. Spencer Milnes up top. D-word on the right side. Fodchuk hit a post earlier, and D-word scores. We are tied at 3. Jordan D-word plays hero. And now it's going to be too many men on the floor for the Rebels. Stewart off the bench a little bit early, and we're going to end this game with a penalty shot. Oh boy, strap in for the ride. This is going to be entertaining. Not sure who's going to take it. I would have to assume it's going to be Wong or Ang. Looks like it'll be Ang here to end the game. This is pretty much a walk-off. Ang against Stewart, shoots and he misses. Jordan D-word looks like what could be going down as the game tire. Never mind. The Rhinos are going to get a chance here. It'll be 5-on-4, so it's Ang over to Wong. 1 second, shot goes wide, and these two teams as evenly matched as they come. Boy, Jordan Dewart with 20 seconds left ties this thing up at 3. Stewart, massive save at the end. He's your 12-ounce sports player of the game without a doubt. Boy, Rhinos, Rebels, that's a heavyweight tilt as well. You got to assume we're going to be seeing them at least semifinals, if not the actual finals, because they've been great so far. What a game. Jordan Dewart once again ties it with 20 seconds left. Up next, right here, 12-ounce Sports Cup. It's going to be the Mustangs taking on the Redwoods. Game number 2 of the night. We'll step aside and we will talk to you then. Back at the JRC for game number 2 of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. This one between the Mustangs and the Redwoods. Starting goal for the Mustangs, it's Jonathan McMillan. 1.75 goals against average for him. Good for second in the league, and we are underway. Matt Murphy, the ball handler on the right side, down to Sam Dalk. Up top, Tanner Tassi out there with Eric George as well. Tassi will control this pass over to George. 4 goals to lead the team for him. All of those coming last week. Edwards going back the other way pretty quick in transition. Good back check there. McMillan's got to be sharp with that right arm. Early save sends Murphy back in transition the other way. Kyle Schmidt with the save. Eric George has got the loose ball. Raynell now sets a pick. George shoots, trying to go low to the stick side. Not his normal spot. Goes wide. Redwoods offense on the floor. Jackson Ganton controls. This one goes up. Great shot got stopped in transition. Here's George. Eric George has Marlowe. George wants to shoot it, trying to go high glove side. Wide of the net, off the boards and out of play. Redwoods, they're 1-4. 5th place in the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Wearing their purple jerseys today. Worked out for them, I guess, last week. Got them their first win. That one's not going to go past John McMillan. The Mustangs netminder, high stretch pass. Redwoods back up the floor once again. Push up top. Pass down to the middle. That got blocked by Mustangs defender. Now it's going to be McQuaig trying to tuck it to the stick side. McMillan says no. Ganton setting up top. Pass out in front. That goes through everyone. And a loose ball battle down in the corner. Reynolds there. Pass intended for Dalk. Not even close to him. Schmidt can't grab it behind the net. Dalk is going to set it up on offense. He's got George up there as well. Murphy. A little bit of a give and go. That pass back for George, not close to him. And it's going to roll all the way down to McMillan. Tassi. Backdoor to Murphy. His shot goes over. Looks like we got a little bit of rust here in week 3 still to shake off. Maybe also a couple of non-offensive faces playing on the offensive side. For the Mustangs, well, goals haven't been that easy for them to come by. Eric George with 4 to lead the team. He got all of those last week as well. Redwoods chance in transition. McMillan takes it in the logo. Mustangs 3-1, good for second, and boy, they have just shut everyone down defensively. Aside from a one-off against the Rhinos, they've been pretty good. George for Marlowe can't connect. Tassi with the rebound. A little bit of a fake for Marlowe, had everyone looking the other way. Now loose ball out in front. Bury scoops and rips it down. Now McMillan's got it. He quicks this one up. Raynell in transition. They've got numbers if they want. The Mustangs. George over to Murphy once again. This one goes in and it's 1-0. Matt Murphy down the right side takes that feed from Eric George. Makes no mistake. And the Mustangs go up 1 rip. Jackson Ganton for the Redwoods on offense. This one's for Jackson now. A little bit of a fake, got stripped by Marlowe. Couple of slips in the corner there, and now a stretch pass by Reynolds finds George. Eric George all alone to make it 2-0, and he will. Eric George with his 5th of the 12-ounce Sports Cup goes 5-0 on Kyle Schmidt, and the Mustangs lead by 2. 2 goals less than a minute apart, and the Mustangs searching for that 4th win of the 12-ounce Sports Cup would almost guarantee, I'm not doing the math on the spot here, but I do believe that would guarantee them at least 2nd spot. Chance out in front, Ganton gets stopped. Another opportunity there. Dahlk ends up sweeping the legs. Jackson's up top now. Fadeaway shot. McMillan, big left hand kick. Marlowe with the rebound. This one goes up to Dahlk. The former St. Albert Junior, a minor. A little bit of a shimmy now by Bray. He'll run the floor. Puts another in the logo of McMillan. John McMillan might not have had an easier start to a game, at least the first 6 minutes, than he has so far here. Murphy up top. Offense is set. Cassie right side, cutting towards the net. They got the rebound and scored. Murphy's went 5-0. Not sure if it hit the back of the net or not. Nonetheless, Mustangs grabbed the rebound, put it home, and it's 3-0. Ganton, the righty, setting things up. A little bit of a lob. Pardon me, that wasn't Ganton down low. McQuang, another fadeaway shot, trying to go glove side. McMillan still rocking those Team Ireland gloves. Hasn't broke out the Warriors ones yet. I believe he's got Alberta ones also for the Al Shabreski. See a couple of those baby blue shorts. That's exactly what those are, Alberta Warrior shorts. Al Shabreski tournament unfortunately canceled this year over in Prague. But hey, they'll get back over there. That's some of the best lacrosse you're going to see. I mean, fastest game on 2 feet, that is exactly it. Redwoods control, 2:22 left to go in the first half. Barron's pass goes through everyone. And the Mustangs going back the other way. George has got to track down a loose ball. Only one man back to beat. Eric George, plenty of time trying to tuck that one high over Schmidt's shoulder. That's a good save right there for Kyle Schmidt. Hasn't had much of a feel as Marlowe rips a laser beam top shelf. That's where Grandma keeps the good stuff. It's 4-0 for the Mustangs. Boy, Jack Marlowe. Well, if he hits the net, pretty dangerous. McQuang opportunity there on McMillan. Stopped him. Back the other way, ripping that one home's Wildeboer. And it's 5-0 now for the Mustangs. This is a rout early. Redwoods less than a minute now. They still haven't got on the score sheet yet here. Second half seems to be fast approaching. Darren behind the back misses by about 5.5 feet. Now another opportunity. Murphy's pass might have been just a little bit too high. Wildeboer runs it down. George with him as well. That pass goes up. Tassie down low for George. Couple of fakes. Oh, goes to his backhand. Trying to go stick side. We still got 25 seconds left here. Looking to add to that lead. Backdoor pass for Tassie. Couldn't get the quick stick. Now we got 15 seconds left. Playing 3-on-3 as Murphy and Darren hold back. Shot got tipped, and that's going to go back the other way. 10 seconds here. Darren thought about it. He's going to tee it up from the outside here. Low roller on John McMillan. Easy save for him. And boy, first half, got 2 words for you. It's Cody Jansen here on 12 Ounce Sports. That was all Mustangs. We'll be back after this. Cody Jansen with you here on 12 Ounce Sports, getting set for the second half. We got the Redwoods. They are taking on the Mustangs right now. Can be live on 12 Ounce Sports. Hey, if you're looking to get hooked up, looking sharp for the next year, you got to reach out to Verbero. They are your jersey experts. Verbero has you covered. Whatever you're looking for, hey, they can do it all sublimated. You want maybe a little bit more of a professional look? They'll get you that as well. They got all your needs. Contact 12 Ounce Sports today. We will get you set up. Some nice Verbero gear without a doubt. Mustangs all over this one here. It's been a rout so far of the Redwoods. 5-0 is the score. George goes back the other way, stopped by Kyle Schmidt. John McMillan has been good at the other end, but he also hasn't been tested that much. Make it 6-0 there. Another one for the Mustangs. George was leading the team in scoring coming into this one. He had 4 goals last week, making it look easy out there on the floor. Boy, a lot of talent there for Eric George. Backhand pass down low. Believe that was targeted for push. Mustangs control a little bit of a bouncer. Jack Renault from the left-hand side. Up top for Matt Murphy. Sam Dolk, backdoor pass. Misses Wildeboer. Darren Bray now with it. Darren's going to go for a little bit of a run himself. Jack Renault holds him to the outside, not giving him much room. Bray down low. Jackson's out in front and sliding left to right. John McMillan with that right arm. Boy, he's looking to lower that goals against average. Already sitting at 1.75. Good for second in the 12 Ounce Sports Cup. These teams did meet once already. Mustangs won that 1-3-1. This one, not nearly as close. Eric George out in front for the hat trick behind the back. And over the glass. Now a stretch pass. Darren throws it almost to Tanner Tassi, who's coming off the bench for the Mustangs. Nice little knockdown for him. Here's Jack Marlowe. Ripped one home in the first half. Pass over. Wildeboer steps in, tees that off, and there's the hat trick for him. Call it 7-0 for the Mustangs. We have yet to see a team hit 10. Will we see that tonight? Well, with 7 minutes left here, 3 goals for the Mustangs almost feels like nothing at this point. Redwoods will set up again off that left side. Mustangs, one of the best defensive teams. Out in front, opportunity there for Ganton. McMillan denies him, Wildeboer out. Man chasing him, drops for Marlowe. Off the bench is Murphy. 6:31 left to play. Reynold left side. The little crude player, I do believe, on this Mustang squad. You got former junior A minor Sam Dunk. Ganton's pass over to the left side. 4-on-4 here. Usually a lot of back and forth action. The Redwoods, well, they've proven that that's not exactly their style, as McQuagg yet again gets in tight. The finesse just isn't there to be a goaltender of John McMillan's caliber. Less than 6 to play now here in regulation. Eric George to the middle, shoots and scores. That's a laser beam right there. Eric George over the shoulder of Kyle Schmidt, and it's 8-rip. Redwoods back the other way. Wildeboer ends up stripping McQuagg, and here goes Dunk. Dunk has not scored yet for the Mustangs. Wouldn't count on that sticking around for too long. Sam Dunk down low. Wildeboer. Backdoor intended for Tassie. Not sure if that was a quick stick or not. If that was a quick stick attempt, I don't know if there's too many players in the 12-ounce Sports Cup that are going to get that. Bray to his backhand. Bounces it over McMillan, but he stepped in the crease. He knows he can't do that. The score remains 8-0 for the Mustangs. Boy, 4:32 left here. Clock feels like it's moving with molasses. If you're the Redwoods, back to Tassie, trying to go short side high, does not connect for him. Murphy up top. Wildeboer. Low shot got blocked, gets it right back down the pipe, fires it high and wide. Murphy again, back to Wildeboer, quick stick, scores. Number 9 for the Mustangs. The goals just keep coming. Hey, I said we haven't seen 10 yet. Well, they got 4 minutes to get us our first 10 burger. Redwoods back to the attack, and they score. It's Jackson. Breaks the shutout for John McMillan with 3:43 left to go in this one. A 9-1 your score. Hey, is a comeback possible? I don't know. 8 goals, 3 minutes, 35 seconds. Maybe the Redwoods will pull off the impossible here. Backdoor pass. Murphy all alone looking for 10. Schmidt says no. George behind the net. Swings it around on that right side. Tassie cutting out. Shot got stopped. Now going back in transition. The push. Wildeboer blows a tire. It's a break. The Redwoods chance to cut the lead down to 7. And John McMillan, the brick wall, continues to keep him out. Tassie for George. Yet again, he's going to try to go to that backhand again. Maybe that's a field thing. I don't know. Eric George switching it up a little bit. Usually the big righty just going to go for a glove side high. Usually trying to go over the shoulder. Maybe he's trying something new here. I guess it is 9-1. You're allowed a little bit of flexibility when you're absolutely dominating that much. Redwoods back in transition. Darren goes down low. Jackson for 2. Stopped. Another opportunity out in front. The Mustangs pretty much let them walk there. I believe that was Ganton off the side. McQuaig's up top there in the ball handler. Redwoods, another opportunity here. McQuaig wants to load and fire. But if you bounce it 4 feet wide, it's going back to your goaltender, and that's exactly what happens. Darren once again trying to go back for Jackson down low. Pass misses him. McMillan scoops. We got over 90 seconds left to go here in regulation. Sam Dahlk with the ball. We want 10. No chance of that yet. But hey, we can hear it from the broadcast booth. Tassie wants it. Shot. Schmidt just got a piece of it. 80 seconds left to play now. Dahlk controls. Marlowe's in front of the net. Reynaud left side here. The righty holds it for a second. Wildeboer up top, pass down low. Marlowe between the legs and behind the back. Schmidt's got to be aware, and he'll make that save. Redwoods fine with slowing it down here a little bit. I don't think they're getting 8 goals in 50 seconds. McMillan stops him with the left arm. Here goes Dahlk on that right side of the floor. Defender holding him out. Teammates a little bit slow to catch up, but he's got Marlowe and Reynaud up there as well. Marlowe just going to hold it here. 20 seconds left. Maybe we won't see 10. Looks like they're just going to run out the clock here. The Mustangs, they're going to move to 4-1 with that win. 9-1 over the Redwoods. Big finish here. The Redwoods move down to 1-5. They'll stick in last place in the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Couple of big performances. You got George with the hat trick. Wildeboer with the hat trick. Tassie adds 1. Marlowe adds 1. Murphy adds 1. Mustangs. That's a statement right there. That is a statement win if I have ever seen one. The Mustangs are here, and they're not playing around. John McMillan, great once again, allows 1 goal. Is that good? 1 goal in lacrosse? Yeah, you'll probably take that. Rhinos, Mustangs up next. It's 12-ounce Sports. Cody Jansen with you here. It's the 12-ounce Sports Cup coming to you live on Zingo TV, channel 761. Welcome back. Cody Jansen with you here on 12-ounce Sports and Go TV channel 761. It's the Mustangs taking on the Rhinos here. Game number 3. Starting goaltenders John McMillan for the Mustangs coming to this one. 1.75 goals against average. Just allowed 1 against the Redwoods. Back in transition, it's Eric George right out in front. Pass for Sam Dahlk, and he rips it off the crossbar. That close, and here go the Rhinos back in transition. It's a track meet early. Wong down Farang, and it goes through his legs. 2 quick chances, 20 seconds in. They're not wasting any time. Eric George had a hat trick in the last one. 7 goals on 12 scores, and he gets crushed. Ang sits him down, sends him for a ride. That could be our first big hit of the game. 4-on-4, there's plenty of space out there, and Ethan Ang puts that junior hockey skills to work as he sits down Eric George. Giovanni out in front. Shot went wide. Garanolski in the corner. Pass up top intended for Jordan Wheaton. He bobbles it, but he'll get it back. Led the team in scoring coming into this one. Pardon me, he was second with 4 goals. The ball handler, Seth Fairholm, has 5. Nolski down to Fairholm, stopped by McMillan. John McMillan, 4-1 record in the 12-ounce Sports Cup. The only team they're trailing, the Rebels, who are 5-1. They played 1 more game. Now it's Logan Nguyen in transition. Rhinos back the other way. Doesn't connect again as Ang. Maybe he's more suited for the D side of things. Giovanni trying to step into Wildeboer. He's got 3 defenders. One arms it. Trying to go to Hakan Nanakok on that one. Tahaka, pardon me. Nanakok. If you don't remember that goal, you got to look it up. Unbelievable from the 2019 World Indoor Lacrosse Championship. Unbelievable. Wildeboer backdoor. Huge save by Freeman. Sliding over. Big save. Rhinos possession. They're going to start this one up the floor. Nanakok playing for Iroquois. One arm between the legs. I believe it was against the States. I don't think it was Canada. Just unbelievable goal in transition. You got to look it up. I'm not even hyping this out too much. What a save backdoor. John McMillan robs Jordan Wheaton, who was trying to chirp me up in the broadcast booth before. So, hey, maybe that's payback right there. Eric George steps into one. Freeman with the save. Freeman now stretch pass. Finds some ceiling. A little bit too high. Ang and George, few words. Hey, former Rebel teammates, I'm not even sure if we're going to go with former yet or not. Here's Sam Dahl right down the middle. Could have passed that one to Marlowe. Decided to opt out of it. Instead, works it up. Here's Nguyen. Throwing it down low for Marlowe. A little bit of an around the world shot. Got stopped. Rebound almost looked like he gave up on it. Gillespie, he'll send it over to Wong, and the offense gets set. That's been an exciting 3 minutes and 30 seconds here, folks. To start this one off, yeah, we got some action. Let me tell you. Rhinos on the ball. It's Jordan Wheaton down low. Gets it back out in front. Trying to go to that backhand again, the lefty. Instead of just pulling it and shooting it short side, he likes to flip his hands over. Matt Murphy now in transition. What a pick out in front by Tassie. Oh, boy. That's the cold shoulder right there on Giovanni. Tassie with the little wake-up call pick. Gave Murphy some room. And, boy, he's up and he's off on his own powers. But yeah, that'll keep your head up the next time you're back checking on your way out. Wong controls. Rhinos go to work. Gillespie hops off as well. Nolski is on the floor waiting for Nolski again. Down that left side, drops it up for Ang. A lot of fancy footwork there by Ang, but all he does is dish it behind the net to Wheaton. Now it's for Wong. Still scoreless. Pass ends up bouncing through the middle. Ang's got it again. Wheaton wants that back door. Little quick stick. Ang couldn't get it to him. The righty ran himself out of real estate. Reynold with it, drops it for Wildeboer. They know who the offensive one is here. Marlowe up top. Scored in their last game against the Redwoods. But hey, so did most of the team. Marlowe had an absolute laser beam, though. Hey, I don't want to take too much away from him. Here's Wong with Fairholm in transition. Wong trying to go low to the glove side. Denied. Jonathan McMillan, the Irish national team member, says no. He split duties with Brendan Shanahan, son at the Worlds. Yes, that's a long time. NHLer Brendan Shanahan, his son Devlin, heck of a lacrosse goalie. They had an unbelievable tandem, actually. Ireland with a good showing. 2019 World Indoor Lacrosse Championships, thanks to local John McMillan. Murphy for George. Right side, Eric George, Mustangs. Scored 9 in their last one. They've yet to get on the board here, but the Rhinos, while they played really good earlier as well against the Rebels, tied that one 3-3. Tassie cutting to the middle, a little bit too fancy for him. Here goes Gillespie. George is on the back check. Michael Gillespie alone, stopped by McMillan. John McMillan cuts down the angle. And the Mustangs will head right back the other way. George steps and tees it up, and he scores over the shoulder of Jackson Freeman. And Eric George, with his 8th of the 12-ounce Sports Cup, makes it 1-0 for the Mustangs. Rhinos now. Quick little setup there. Ang's shot goes over the net. Wheaton trying to pick it off the wall. Giovanni, pass over. Good to see him back on the floor after taking that little bit of a cold shoulder from Tassie. Wheaton now. Down low, Wong, quick shot. They like to try and go far side here on McMillan, but he's so good at going left to right. Short side, he got beat a couple of times last week, but boy, just like that, left to right, unbelievable save on Ang, and he makes it look so easy as well. That pass from Ang to Wong got knocked down. Wildeboer one-arms it over to Marlowe. Mustang showed a little bit of, tiredness now. The legs might be feeling a little heavy as the late man, 4th man off the bench. Marlowe controls. He's got a lot of room if he does want to tee that one up. Jack Marlowe, the ball handler. Down low for Sam Dahl. Now Dahl cutting out in front. Barely avoided the crease while he stepped in. Did get that shot off, though. I thought he did a pretty good job. Ref obviously a lot closer than me. Says he was in, so it'll be Rhino ball. The Orange take charge, down by 1 with 1:57 left to go here. It's Wong. Pass intended for Wheaton. McMillan controls that pass over to Murphy on the right side. Matt Murphy now in transition, hauling down the floor for Tassie up the middle. And a great defensive play. I think that was Fairholm who popped it out of the cross. Long stretch pass. Freeman intended for Jordan Wheaton. I think he heard some footsteps coming for him. Might have bailed on it a little bit. Nonetheless, Mustang possession. 75 seconds left to go here in the opening half. Ang watching George again. Hey, caught him in the train tracks earlier, and maybe we'll see another one here. Eric George avoids it. Gets the pass down to Wildeboer. Oh, boy. Those two just find ways to run into each other here. What a start to this one. 51 seconds left to go here. Reynold frees up some space. Trying to find some room down in front. Wildeboer controls and no defense wants to take him there. Wildeboer puts his defender in a blender. Down to George and he stopped. Big save by Jackson Freeman. Boy. Chance now. First half running down. Ang. We'll see if they want to slow it down. Well, a deflected pass on defense is going to slow it down, that's for sure. Tassie's got it in his own zone, 7 seconds left. They are just going to eat the clock, and that'll do it after 10 minutes of play. It's the Mustangs leading the Rhinos 1-0. Thanks to a goal by Eric George. We'll be back on this goaltenders duel right here, 12 Ounce Sports Zingo TV channel 761. The 12 Ounce Sports Cup is brought to you by Cadillacs Lacrosse. Although the regular lacrosse season has been canceled, Cadillacs Lacrosse has lots of stock available to keep a stick in your hands. Proud supplier of East Coast Dyes, Jibbalax, Epoch, String King, and True Lacrosse products. Visit CadillacLacrosse.com for all your stick needs. Cadillacs, proud sponsors of Fort Saskatchewan Rebels Lacrosse. Contact Jerry and his team there. They're going to hook you up. Cadillacs Lacrosse, of course. Right away here in the second half before they even started the clock. Hang. Going end to end. Got a pass, George. Wide open. Shoots and scores. Eric George has got two of the Mustangs double their lead. Quick start once again, and it's Ang out in front. Rips it off the crossbar. Chances for both sides, but it's only been the Mustangs able to capitalize. They are up 2-0 here with 9:30 left to go in the second frame. Logan Noyan doing his best Sean Avery impersonation out in front. Wildeboer's shot got stopped. And now Freeman, another stretch pass. He's got Gillespie. Gillespie bobbles the pass. He's still got it. Gillespie all alone, stopped as Wildeboer coming back in the crease. Got to be careful there. He might kick in the rebound. Here goes Noyan. Little burst of speed, drops it off. Dahlk is on the right side. Now it's Wildeboer. Spin move, keeps himself out of the crease. Pass out in front. Dahlk is right there. Freeman with that right pad. Big save. Now it's Gillespie. He's got Wheaton as well on that left side. Drops it up top for Ang. Wheaton on the right side. Ang's the late man Rhinos. They've only got one win in this thing. They got 4 points, though. A couple of ties. One against the Rebels. One against the Rivermen. I believe it was the Rivermen. Now I'm testing my own memory here. The 12 Ounce Sports Cup. Jackson Freeman's got a 4.7 goals against average. And you might look at that and you're really like, that's pretty good. Dang, not bad. But hey, he's 5th right now in the 12 Ounce Sports Cup for goaltending stats. George unable to handle that one as Wong loses his stick. There's Giovanni. in transition angle on the left side, and he punches it forward. Oh boy, you can see the head look up to the sky on that one. Ethan Ang, chance on the 3-on-2, doesn't work. Tassie, man out in front, Wildeboer all alone. Boy, he had more time than he thought. Rushed it a little bit, shot went wide. Now back the other way is Nolsky. It's Nolsky and McMillan all alone. Garanolski can't cut the lead in half. McMillan, big arm save there. Boy, he's been a difference maker. We even talked about that one. Hey, go check out the vlogs. 12ouncesportsradio.com. They're always up there. Previews, recaps, stats, everything you need. 120zsportsradio.com. We talked about it before. John McMillan, a difference maker. Sam Dahl rings one off the melon of Jackson Freeman. Looks like he's all right. Back the other way, though. The Rhinos have a chance. Give and go. Wong shoots short side. John McMillan stomps him. Sometimes as a goaltender, though, if you get that square of the forehead, it's a lot less impact than if you get it on the sides where you start getting that ear ringing. Yeah, not as fun. Reynolds over to Murphy. Murphy thought about teeing it up, but he saw what Tassie did and hit him right in the head. Now it's Reynolds out in front, shoots and scores. Jack Reynolds finds himself with some space in front of the net, able to go to the low to the glove side on Jackson Freeman, and it's now 3-0 for the Mustangs. Giovanni fires that one up high. Easy save for the Mustangs goaltender. Saw a couple of Stangs for Life's tweets out there. Hey, they are getting on board. This team, with a win here, you would sit tied for first in the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Tassie now, plenty of room. He scared Freeman with the last one off of his head. This time he decides to go low, and he stopped. Now it's Ang. Puts a laser beam on the stick of Wong. Jordan Wheaton, Seth Fairholm, Garanolski off the bench. Fairholm up for Wong. Thought about shooting it. Now he finds Fairholm to the middle. They're not letting it rip like you know they can. Wong shoots and scores just like that. You put it on goal and it's going to find its way in. The Rhinos are on the board finally. That's 15 minutes into this one. There's 5 minutes left to go and it's 3-1 now. .441 here, Reynolds. Couple of picks trying to free up some space. Wildeboer down low. Couple of little fakes there by Nguyen. Had some room, got his shot off, but he bounced it wide. Murphy gonna scoop up that loose ball. 4:20 left to go in regulation. Wildeboer tees it off the head of Ang. Boy, there's been a couple of headshots out there. Luckily, no one's hurt. Well, no one's saying they're hurt. We're pretending they're hurt. Whatever. It's Murphy now. Back over to Wildeboer. Give and go. Shot off the post as Matt Murphy tees it up. Off the post and out. Mustangs ball. Wildeboer looking to go low that time. Went wide. Murphy's rebound shot stopped by Freeman. Jackson Freeman giving his team a chance despite what the scoreboard says. It's actually 3-1. I mean, if you're watching the broadcast, you are seeing 3-1. Now it's Wildeboer. Over to Murphy now. Walks in. Shot goes off the pipe once again. Wildeboer controls down low. George has it. Wheaton knocked it free for his second, but George followed up on it. Rat on trash. That easy. Now it's Nolski in transition. We'll see what the Rhinos have left. They're only down by 2. And hey, they've seen if you're in a game, one chance, all it takes. Wong, low shot off of Marlowe's leg. That's a huge defensive block right there. Fairholm to the middle, trying to tuck it over the shoulder of McMillan. Doesn't work. Wong with the big hop. George controls. Now Eaton. He's got to play one-on-one against Eric George. George trying to take over the 12-ounce Sports Cup scoring lead. Knocked off the ball for the meantime by Eric George. Still free. Hopping around. Fairholm. He'll control. The Rhinos, they were leading the Rebels 3-2. Till 20 seconds left. Jordan Dewart tied it up. So they know, hey, put yourself in contention. And Eng does just that. It's 3-2 Ethan Eng for the Rhinos. Makes this thing a ball game. Mustangs. Now they're starting to feel the heat. 2 straight goals by the Rhinos. Has them thinking twice. They got to get one back here. This lead not sitting too comfortable. Now you got 90 seconds left to defend. And in transition, Wong. He's got Wheaton on that right side. It's a 3-on-1. Jordan Wheaton trying to go to his backhand. Doesn't work, and now the Rhinos got to get off here quick. Murphy, shot goes over the net. Jackson Freeman sliding back. High pass. Wong picks it off. Now they're going to slow it down. Freeman to the bench. It's 6-on-5. Pardon me, not 6-on-5. It's 5-on-4. 12-ounce Sports Cup. Cody Jansen with you. Giovanni out in front. Stopped by McMillan. And now it's Wildeboer. Low roller at the net. Misses George. Chance for the empty net to score. Eric George with the icing on the cake. And it's 4-2 for the Mustangs. Wildeboer long shot. Doesn't work out for a Fairholm right down the middle. Off the crossbar. 2 goals in 30 seconds with run time. Probably not going to work. Wildeboer controls. 25 seconds left. Looks like he's pretty happy to run out the clock. Little fancy pass there. Off the wall over to Sam Dalk. There you go. The Mustangs. Dominant start to week number 3. They'll move to 5-1 right at the end. There you go. Tanner Tassi statement. 5-2. Yes, we will put that on his stats. That's a selfish move if I've ever seen one. But hey, Tanner Tassi puts it home. 5-2. Mustangs win this one. Statement fashion. Eric George. 3 goals. And they move to 5-1. That's going to put them tied for first here. We will step aside. More lacrosse action coming your way on 12-ounce Sports. Our next game in the 12-ounce Sports Cup features the Rivermen taking on the Rebels. This is going to be another heavyweight tilt. You don't want to miss it. Cody Jansen, 12-ounce Sports. We're going to be back after this. back at the JRC. Cody Jansen with you here on 12-ounce sports. Our next game, teeing this one up, we got the Rivermen taking on the Rebels. Boy, a couple of exciting games so far in this one. Aside from the Redwoods and the Mustangs, they've all been pretty close, pretty good battles so far. First time we're going to see the Rivermen in this one. Here's Greg Bray right off the hop, bounces it just wide of Trace Stewart. Rebels offense on the floor. These two teams, they've met once. And it's the Rebels who won 4-3. Jordan Dewar shot on goal. Save made. The Rebels are going to have to reload. Hey, the camera's going to be a little bit off here. We got to charge it. So you're going to have to be looking through a little bit of glass. We'll make your way through it. Try to get it charged up for later. Rebels offense on the floor. Carter Albrecht on that right side. Pulling the ball over to Isaac Flynn. Isaac Flynn, low shot save made. McGarva is out there for the rebound. I believe that's Connor Meary in goal for the Rivermen. Who knows? Who knows? Rosters, they don't even matter at this point. It's all over the map. Rivermen control. Ball handler up top. Stewart's going to make that save on Connor Pennick. Down low, Greg Bray with it. Bray, that goes up top. Vodchuk in transition. Waits and lets the offense get sent. Jordan Dewar tied their game against the Rhinos with 20 seconds left. Shot from Albrecht goes wide. Alex Wildeboer has it now up top. Alex Wildeboer for Albrecht in the middle. Now Greg Bray, quick transitional start. Dewart's on the trail. Bray fake shoots. And they're going to say no goal. They're going to say he stepped in the crease. Greg Bray thought he made it 1-0. Ref says no. Opportunity for Milne, goes behind the back, got stopped. Dewart with it again. Backdoor pass for McGarva. Defensive effort by Spears. Might have got his stick in the way. McGarva up top now. Over to Dewart. High shot there. Alex Wildeboer holds it up top, cuts down to the middle, mirrors the save. Dewar on Darren Beret, and Darren Beret comes out of it with it once again, hits his brother Greg. Greg's on the back pedal. Milne there with him. Stewart with the save. He's got a sidestep out of his crease. Good effort, good save for Trace Stewart, who's leading the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Goals against average at least. He's been phenomenal for the Rebels so far. They're 5-1 in this, tied for first as Flynn cuts towards the net. Mary with the save. Bounce shot scores. Alex Wildeboer with the bouncer. Top shelf. And the Rebels go up 1-0. Chance there for Ethan Peterson as he tucks it over the shoulder. Milne with it, a little bit taller than Zach Wildeboer. Gonna be tough to get it from him up top there. That low bouncer. Rolls away, scooped up in his own zone by Tyler Cole. T. Cole decides to go for a little bit of a run. Not going to play offense, though. That's not his specialty. Spears leaves it for Greg Bray. Bure up top. That'll teeing it up. Decides to go backdoor instead. Nice pass. Panic stopped on the back side. Going left to right was Trey Stewart between the pipes for the Rebels. Flynn now. He tried to go low to the stick side. Darren Bure in transition. One arm behind the back off the post. You've seen that tried twice now. Couple of Nanticoke opportunities. Neither of them have worked. Now it's Albrecht to the middle. Pass back down low for Flynn. He's got to pick it up off the boards. Albrecht lays out his man. Panic down low. And that's a couple of hits now this side of the floor that we've seen. Stretch pass up top. Picked off by Flynn. Albrecht. Pass, well, kind of like split the difference between Wildeboer and Flynn. Wildeboer will grab it. Panic on defense. Backdoor pass for Dewart. A little bit hot to handle. Albrecht has it. Loads fired. Stopped. Dewart now right side. Another opportunity doesn't work for him. Albrecht up top. Back down low for McGarva. And McGarva's sat down by Panic. The physical play starting to pick up a little bit. Gotta love seeing that from a broadcast perspective at least. Here's the offense. Josh McCallion. 2 goals in the 12-ounce Sports Cup for him. Making 3, and the Rivermen tied this thing up at 1 apiece. Miri wants an assist. Well, hey, we're not handing those out that easily. Josh McCallion ties this thing up at 1. Pass intended for Milne got knocked out, and here goes Cole in transition. Cole right side, kind of runs himself. Well, he's a lefty, not sure why he's breaking to the right. Ends up sticking it over to McCallion. The lone goal scorer for the Rivermen. He's got Cole up top as well. Cole down low. Peterson behind the net, kind of floating his way up top on that right side. Peterson over to McCallion. Looking for number 2. Gets past Milne towards the net. Stopped by Stewart. Milne with it for Dewart, the captain. Breakaway scores. Jordan Dewart, no mistake. And it's 2-1 for the Rebels. Perfect pass, perfect finish. And the Rebels, who are looking to regain their top spot in the 12-ounce Sports Cup, are off to a pretty good start. They lead the Rivermen 2-1. Here's Flynn. Spears trying to find him in the train tracks. Doesn't work because he bobbles the ball. Albrecht right side. He's got those white leggings. Him and Milne matching today. It works for the Rebels. Alex Wildeboer up top now. Little fade away, trying to go far side. Greg Bure, less than 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Bure runs into Wildeboer, who pushes him to the outside. Bure from a sharp angle, loves that shot. Stewart luckily held his ground. Rivermen back up top. It's Zach Wildeboer again. Wildeboer tees that one, and it goes off the crossbar. It's a battle of the Wildeboer brothers, and yet again, I believe it happened in their last meeting as well, where the Rebels won 4-3. Alex Wildeboer, yes, got the first one. Zach, ever dangerous on offense, as always. Now it's Carter Albrecht, Flynn's the late man. 2-on-1, Greg Bure, the lone defender. Albrecht out in front, takes a whack. And he loses the ball, looking gassed right now. 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. McCallion's on Albrecht. For Dewart, right side, looking for another Jordan Dewart. It's hopping around in the crease. And now McCallion punches it back into his crease. They'll let the Rebels get set up from the corner. 16 seconds left. Ref blows it in. Ball up top for Fonchuk. Doesn't connect, and here's Greg Bure. 8 seconds left. Bure knows he's got time. He's got panic as well. Bure tees it up, got tipped. And Stewart over to the right side makes a good save to close out the first half. Rebels leading the Rivermen 2-1. It's Cody Jansen coming to you on 12-ounce sports. We're going to be back after this quick break. Cody Jansen with you on 12-ounce sports, Zingo TV, channel 761. Rivermen and Rebels here. 8:46 local time. Got a goalie change for the Rivermen now. Hunter Lukoweski is in goal. Jordan Peck. Yes, threw on a couple of names out there. It's Jordan Peck. Played the first one. Allowed 2. Rebels goal scorers Carter Albrecht. Pardon me. It's Alex Wildeboer. Fonchuk gets stomped there. It's Wildeboer and Dewart scored in the first half of them there. 2-1. Albrecht, the ball handler on that right side, sends it over to Milne. A little bit of room, thought about cutting to the middle. Signs he's not going to shoot it yet. Now he walks there and rips it off the post. Stewart runs it up. Leaves it over to Fonchuk. This was a close one between these two the last time they met. It was 4-3. Looks like we're in for something pretty similar. Albrecht, a little bit of a dish, rolls over to Alex Wildeboer now. Bounces off the ball, gets Cole right back as Albrecht rips it off the post. That one hurt Cole. Not exactly sure where it got him. It was somewhere on the backside and probably don't want to ask about it. Alex Wildeboer now up top. A little bit of room. Fonchuk on the left side. Albrecht's up top. Milne out there as well. Over to Alex Wildeboer trying to tuck it high on Lukoweski. Doesn't work. Albrecht down low on Ethan Peterson. Peterson running out in front recklessly to the middle. Avoids contact somehow. Now out of the corner, Zach Wildeboer with it. The older brother of Alex for Darren Bray. Thought about shooting, won't do so. Darren Bray, I believe those are Victoria Shamrocks gloves he's got on. They don't exactly gel, but hey, they work out well for the Rivermen name. Milne for Dewart, right down the highway, and he misses the net completely. Jordan Dewart had the defenseman part ways. Let him walk it out of breakaway. Didn't work. Wildeboer the other way. Stewart with the save. Wildeboer down low this time. It's for Greg Bray. Bray behind the back. Loves that shot even from distance. He scored on some pretty good goaltenders. If you want to call Aaron Bold that NLL champion, St. Albert Miners netminder. Greg Bray loves it. He can score from distance with it. That one wasn't so accurate. Here's Zach Wildeboer, left side. Nothing I can score from distance. Turns it over, and Pennock scores a quick one. We're tied at 2. Connor Pennock in tight, kind of surprised everyone. Quick little turnaround shot. This thing's knotted up here with 6:54 left to play. Alex Wildeboer up top. Thought about stepping into it. Pass back door for McGarva. Got picked off, and here goes Greg Bray. He's in a foot race with Jordan Dewart. Bray's shot got stopped. Rebound. Ends up rolling. Falling right into the hands. Goaltender Trace Stewart. Alex Wildeboer back the other way. He's got Flynn with him. Flynn out in front. Luka Weski makes himself big, takes away the angle. And now that's a Hail Mary pass. Wildeboer to Bray, and he's stopped by Stewart. Greg Bray won't get any better opportunity than that. Trace Stewart denies him. The kid stops the veteran. Alex Wildeboer up top. Back for Dewart again. Low shot. Saved by Luka Weski. Boy, that would have been sweet for the Rebels to capitalize on a chance like that. Opportunity wasted, Jordan Dewart. Maybe he's saving it for 20 seconds left like he did against the Rhinos. We'll see if that works for him. This one down to Pennock, bobbles at McCallion, controls, shot goes wide, loose ball. Darren Bray's on top of it. Peterson finds it himself. Pennock out in front, 1 shot, 2 shot. A couple of saves for goaltender Trace Stewart. Albrecht's on the right side. Thought about shooting a little spin fire. Puts it into the gut of goaltender Hunter Luka Weski. Yet to allow a goal here in this second half. Darren Bray with it. Tried a hidden ball trick, ended up dropping it. That didn't work out so well. Darren Bray still with it. Top right side, the lefty over to Wildeboer. Zach Wildeboer looking for space, can't find it. Pass hops her out of the middle. McCallion tried to go 5-hole. Trace Stewart took away the net. Spencer Milne running his route, couldn't get the pass. Now it's Wildeboer. Drop back for McCallion off that left side. 4:26 left to go here in regulation. Tie ball game. It's 2-2. Wildeboer, the righty, looking for a lane. Thought he might try bounce it from out there. He's not afraid to shoot, but decides to go down to Cole instead. Stewart's got it. Rebels are looking gassed out here. This has been a battle. This is a dogfight. You got the Rebels, you got the Rivermen. 2 teams. I know I've said it about a few different ones, including the Mustangs and the Rhinos. But hey, this could be a final or a semifinal. And Zach Wildeboer has one fall on his lap. Trace Stewart caught leaving the net. Zach Wildeboer. Nothing but net to look at, makes no mistake, and it's 3-2. That's a gimme. That's as easy as it comes for the Rivermen. Now the Rebels have some work to do. Dewart out in front, and he scores just like that. The captain responds for the Rebels. And we're knotted up once again at 3. Jordan Dewart with his second of the game. Boy, that's an undressing. Hunter Luka Weski, not much you can do. Flying right to left, right across the crease. Keep your feet out and bury it low to the stick side. In transition, here's the Rivermen. Pass got knocked down by Milne, and now Milne's going to set things up. Ethan Peterson trying to lay some body on him. Does not quite work. There's about 1.5 feet difference in height between those two. Alex Wildeboer, he'll even by the bench. Liam McGarva and Isaac Flynn are the 2 off. There's Dewart and Albrecht on that right side. Albrecht, a little bit of room to shoot, goes 5-hole. It made it way through. Luka Weski, and here goes Greg Bray again. Boy, does he have wind left in him. He does. Greg Bray, right side, all alone, rips it wide. Greg Bray, breakaway opportunity. Can't capitalize. Here's Dewart. It's a 4-on-3 as Greg Bray still hanging back. Rebels, I'm not sure if they just don't care or what, but Greg Bray, if he can get a pass from McCalligan, who one-arms it down to him, that's beautiful. Greg Bray's got a chance at a breakaway if Flynn can't get back in time. All alone, 2 minutes left, and it's over the net. Boy, he is struggling on that one, and he's hearing it from the corner. Greg Bray unable to capitalize. Here's Dewart, and it's off the post. And this is going to bounce once again right back to Bray, and somehow, boy, he is not feeling it out there. How often does Greg Bray get held off the score sheet for one, plus missing those chances? Pretty rare. Airborne pass by Dewart. Heading back the other way. McCalligan on that left side. He's got Pennock with him. Darren Bray up top. Looking to give the Rivermen a lead behind the back. Stopped by Trace Stewart once again. Last time these two teams played, I don't need to remind you, the Rebels won 4-3. And here's Fodchuk in transition. Lukowski with the save. The ball was down there, but it wasn't rolling towards the goal line. Peterson up top, 65 seconds left to go. The Rivermen are going to use their timeout here, so we'll step aside as well. Rebels and Rivermen tied up at 3 right here on 12-ounce Sports. Just over a minute left to play. Rebels and Rivermen tied at 3. It'll be Rivermen ball. Darren Bray controls. Zach Wildeboer. Pass got picked off by his brother, Alex Wildeboer. Alex in transition. Low shot. Lukowski with the save. Rebels now thinking about slowing it down. They still got a timeout they can use. They're not going to do so. It's Dewart over to Albrecht. Left side, Albrecht controls, cutting towards the net. Backdoor pass. He had Alex Wildeboer there, but Darren Bray with a great defensive effort. Alex Wildeboer gets it back again. Albrecht, low shot. Lukowski with the save, and now with 10 seconds left, that's going to all but do it. Maybe they got a chance for McCalligan out of the corner. Pass goes ahead of him. Rebels are going to use their timeout. They're going to give them 2 seconds left on the clock. We'll step aside while they draw up a game plan. Hey, it's Cody Jansen with you on Zingo TV, channel 761. Looks like they're ready to go here. So they're going to give him 6 seconds. Spencer Milne's going to have to start quick up for Dewart, and he botches it. Jordan Dewart with what might have been a chance there. And this one's going to end 3-3. The final. Rivermen pick up another tie. The Rebels, well, with that 1 point, that'll keep them in first in the 12-ounce Sports Cup table. Alrighty, player of the game for 12-ounce Sports for Barrow Cadillacs Lacrosse. Jordan Dewart. He was good. 2 goals for the Rebels. Difference maker right there. Alrighty, we'll step aside and be back. More lacrosse right after this. It's Cody Jansen with you on 12-ounce Sports. Week 3 of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. It's the Mustangs taking on the Rivermen right now. Game underway. Rivermen going right to left. Pardon me, Rivermen going left to right. Mustangs going right to left. Zach Wildeboer up top, the ball handler. Pass over to Ethan Peterson. Peterson knocked to the ground by Eric George. Wildeboer will control that left-hand side. A little bit of a spin, passes it back. Eric George is there. Grabs the loose ball, backhands it up. Can Murphy catch up to it? No, he can't. Not for a breakaway at least, but he'll get it behind the net, and he'll slow this down. Passing up top. Jack Raynold on the left-hand side. George now with it. Pass over. Murphy's shot goes high. Not sure if it got deflected, but Pennick was the defender in front of him. Here's George now circling out in front. Pass down low. Raynold has it shot. Peck made the save. Peck allowed 2 in his first half of action last game. Rebels, the Rivermen, ended up tying that one. These two teams did meet last week. Mustangs won 5-0 over the Rivermen. Their offense has been good. They sit 1 point out of first place in the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Greg Bray around the world, stopped by Jonathan McMillan. Darren Bray can't handle that pass, and it's going to bounce into his own bench. Now it's Raynold on the left side. He's got Albrecht with him. Raynold for Carter, low shot. Bounces wide and heads to the ceiling. Wildeboer for Darren Bray. Greg Bray now out of the corner. Throws that one for McCallion, but Marlowe knocks it down. And now in transition, here goes Logan Noyan. Noyan's got a break all alone on Peck. Noyan, the lefty, shoot stick side. Stop. Peck hops on the rebound. Wildeboer setting it up on that left-hand side. Pennick, hard pick on Albrecht. Those two exchange a couple of hacks and whacks. Albrecht and Pennick, couple of words. See things get a little bit feisty with a couple of cheap shots out there. Hey, it's lacrosse, intense game. Now Albrecht has it. Pass over to George for Marlowe. Marlowe behind the back over the net. Dahl cast to control in the corner. Tassie scoops it over to Murphy. George up top for Murphy. Thought about shooting it before he even caught the ball. He's got it back now, 6:35 left to go. In the opening half, George spins outside, Cole's all over him. Shot got deflected wide. George battling for that rebound. Gets it back again. Pass over for George there. Got his stick up a little bit high on Cole. Trying to track down that bouncing ball. It's been all over the place. Multiple games today for both of these teams. So yes, things are starting to weigh on a little bit. Dahlk down low. Murphy all alone out in front. Shoots it over the net. Now Peterson knocked to the ground. Loose ball push gets called. I believe that was Tassie. Threw Peterson down. Greg Bray doesn't want to play offense. He'll head to the bench for a little bit of a rest. McCallion, the late man, off the bench, gets a pass. Thought about shooting. Now cuts towards the net, but he took a hack out there from Eric George. And Josh McCallion's going to get a penalty shot. It's our second penalty shot of the day, week 3 here of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Cody Janzer with you, Zingo TV, channel 761. Hey, Verbero helping put this thing on. If you're looking for jerseys, you got to go check them out. Sublimated, fully customized. Verbero. Great team stuff, too. They'll set up a team store for you. Whatever you need, Verbero, go check them out, Verbero.com. On the breakaway, it's Josh McCallion against McKillen. Stopped. John McMillan. Stick save makes it look easy as Josh McCallion was cutting down there. John McMillan, pardon me. Been one of the best so far. Trey Stewart, though, been, I don't want to say a real surprise, but hey, big man, a lot of potential. He has been great in the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Zach Wildeboer now left side, little fadeaway shot. Hard bounce is going to be chased down, and here's George with a break. Eric George, couple of fakes. Shoots that over the net. No save need to be made for Jordan Peck. Zach Wildeboer controls on that left side. We've played 6 minutes of the first half, and Wildeboer opens up the scoring for the Rivermen. Sending that one low and 5-0 was Zach Wildeboer. Rips it past John McMillan, and it's 1-0 Rivermen. Carter Albrecht on that right side with Sam Dahlk as well. Dahlk to the middle, off the post. Sam Dahlk that close to tying it up for the Mustangs. We did beat Rivermen 5-0. I will reiterate that. 5-0 earlier in the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Darren Bray with it now. He'll step into one, bounce it 7 feet over. Pack out of the net. He'll play that up for Greg Bray this time on the left side. Greg Bray, a little bit of a behind the back action, able to get his own rebound. Peterson right side out in front, plenty of time, plenty of space. And McMillan with the left arm. He's had to be sharp here. The Mustangs, they're looking gassed after playing a couple of games here today. Darren Bray, another behind the back. McMillan with the save. He's got to fall on it. Able to grab it, scoops it up. Albrecht now down for George. Eric George able to get that back off Cole. Tyler Cole thought he was going to go scoop it up on defense. Ended up just pushing it forward, slowing it down for George. That's now 3 posts in the half for the Mustangs. They trail by 1. Albrecht with the pick. George to the middle. Drops the ball. Peterson's all over him. George gets it back, trying to go 5-hole. Peck with the save. Couple of opportunities now for the Mustangs. They've been able to hit the net, but they can't beat Peck so far. They've got a few posts as well to their name. Panic for Wildeboer. Wildeboer, the lone goal scorer in this contest. Low shot on McMillan. He's got to drop into that hockey-like butterfly to make the save. Here's Darren Bray spinning around, putting himself in a blender out there. Eric George is on him, and he'll push him out. Less than 90 seconds to go in the opening half. Down low for Panic. Wildeboer is in the corner, walking out, thought about shooting it. He can shoot a bouncer from out there. He's dangerous from all over on that left side. Jonathan McMillan has it. Gives it off to Logan Noy, and I'm sure their offense can go a little bit slower here as they set something up. Marlowe off the bench. Noy will go for a change as well. Here's Sam Dahlk. Marlowe to shoot, and he scores. We're tied at 1. Jack Marlowe lets it fly with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. We'll see if the Rivermen can respond. It's a meeting of the minds as Greg Bray and Zach Wildeboer have a talk. Jordan Peck went to the bench, thought about a change. Wildeboer, defender all over him, but a penalty's going to be called. It's going to be a hold. against Tassie. So it'll be a penalty shot here to close out the first half. Zach Wildeboer going to get a penalty shot here to round out the first half. Wildeboer's got the lone goal of the game for the Rivermen. We'll see if he makes it 2 on John McMillan. Quick shot stopped. And that's how we are going to head to half. Mustangs, Rivermen tied at 1. It's Cody Jansen with you here on 12 Ounce Sports, Zingo TV, channel 761. Second half action coming to you on 12 Ounce Sports, Zingo TV, channel 761. Cody Jansen with you here. Got a call for this one. Mustangs and Rivermen tied at 1. Mustangs goal comes from Jack Marlowe. As for the Rivermen, well, their loan comes from Zach Wildeboer. Couple of penalty shots here for the Rivermen. They haven't been able to capitalize on them. Will those matter? Down the stretch, tied at 1. The Mustangs, they won the only meeting between these two teams so far, 5-0. McMillan's been good. Jordan Peck was good in that first half, and we'll see how this second half plays out. Greg Bray, long shot, a little bit of a fadeaway, stopped by McMillan. Sam Dulk one-on-one with Darren Bray, the late man's Eric George. Eric George all alone out in front. Backhand goes over. Out of play as well. Rivermen gets set up on that left-hand side. You got 3 guys who like to play there. You got McCallie and Wildeboer, Greg Bray, Ethan Peterson, the only lefty on that right side. That's where it goes to. Peterson, a little bit of a spin. He's got a few different passing options. Now it's Greg Bray up top. Low shot. Doesn't miss by much on that stick side. Murphy overruns it. Now Bray's shot again goes wide, but gets his own rebound back, shoots and scores. You know it wasn't going to be long before Greg Bray got on the score sheet. And there you go, the Rivermen up 2-1. Greg Bray goes top shelf. Eric George now off the bench. Another shot off the boards. Ends up in the roof. Darren Bray on the chase down in the corner. That's Carter with him as well. Wins the loose ball, heads back the other way. Right down the pipe. Out in front was Murphy. Pass got knocked down by Zach Wildeboer. Looks like the Rivermen starting to play some defense here. Haven't seen too much of that from them. Spears shot on goal. McMillan with the save. Darren Bray was there for the rebound. Just a little bit slower than John McMillan. Here's Murphy. Pass intended for George. George has got it backdoor for Tassie. He stopped. Lukaweski goes right to left. Seals off that post. Hunter Lukoweski with it. Doesn't play that first half. Him and Peck switch off. Now low bouncer. Got through Sam Dalk and Greg Bure in the neutral zone. Jack Raynol with it. Ethan Peterson shadows him. Raynol cut to the middle. A little bit of free space down for George. Up top is Dalk. Right back to George. He wanted to tee that up. And I guarantee you, he was going high glove side right there. That's his shot. He loves that. Now it's Dalk out in front. Tassie's all alone, and he's stopped by Lukoweski. Sam Dalk knocks that one away from Peterson. Dalk's going down the middle, shoots and scores. Sam Dalk muscles one past Lukoweski, and the Mustangs tie it up. It's 2-2. Sam Dalk with the Stangs' first goal of this second half, ties it up at 2 apiece. We got just over 6 minutes left to play. Greg Bray on that left-hand side. Takes a couple of whacks from Murphy. Warriors teammates battling it out here in the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Pass down low for Spears. Spears has it. George pushes him into the crease. Ball comes free. McCallie with a shot. Another rebound opportunity. Somehow McMillan keeps the first one out. Rebound ends up in the back of the net. And Zach Wildeboer makes it 3-2 for the Rivermen. Zach Wildeboer capitalizes while John McMillan was on his back. And the Rivermen regained their lead here. Raynol for the Mustangs. Up top is Murphy. George left side spins around Cole. A little bit of space, pass out in front. Tassie got a piece of it. Almost a deflection. And here's Wildeboer. Long stretch pass for Peterson. He's got it. Defenseman all over him, though, as Matt Murphy was there with the shadow. Darren Bray now splits the defense, goes behind the back. That'll miss. Peterson with a rebound, robbed by McMillan. John McMillan, huge save there. Keeps it a 1-goal game with 4 minutes left. Lukoweski now left side, steps out, chucks a long ball. Peterson with Darren Bray. It'll be Darren Bray to set it up on that left side. Former Victoria Shamrock. And Senior B Warrior. Let's not forget that. Over to his brother, Greg Bray. To the middle, doesn't shoot, pass down low for Peterson. That went off of his feet and at his head. Somehow he controlled it. McCallion, left side, pushed out by Dalk. Peterson up top again on his backhand. A little bit of a flip. He'll switch spots with Darren Bray. Marlowe playing some good defense down there, keeping him outside. McCallion to shoot. Now it's Darren Bray over to McCallion. Cuts to the middle. Low shot, scores. Josh McCallion beats John McMillan, and it's 4-2. McCallion with his first of the contest. Doubles that lead for the Rivermen. Carter down low. Tassie's out in front, trying to muscle that one past Lukoweski. Won't fall for him. A little bit of a lob pass now to Greg Bray. He's got Wildeboer cutting towards the net. Pass got picked off by George. Here's Eric George now in a foot race. Blows past Spears, no problem. George to the net, and he scores. Eric George, a one-man wrecking crew. That's his first of the game, and it's down to 4-3. The Rivermen, well, that 2-goal lead felt comfortable for 30 seconds, and now it's back to 1. Darren Bray. Little bank pass off the glass. Doesn't work out as well as he planned. Tassi down to Reynolds. Spin move around Wildeboer. Jack Reynolds with it. Mustangs going the other way. Reynolds down low for George. Over the shoulder, and he scores. Back-to-back goals for Eric George. And this thing is knotted up at 4. 2 minutes left to go. Clutch back-to-back goals by Eric George. And here's McCallion looking for back-to-back of his own for the Rivermen. Stopped by McMillan. Tough defense being played on the corner by Murphy. Taking on Wildeboer and McCallion by himself. Here's the switch. Noyan's on to help. Wildeboer still controls. He's got Greg Bray up top. Bray loads, fires, bouncer on goal. McMillan with the save, and he'll set it up himself. 85 seconds left to go in the second half. Who else but Eric George off the bench on offense. Noyan up top. Carter's got it. Pass over to George. Is the hat trick in the picture? I say, why not? Carter tees it, fires, goes off of a defender. Picked up by Noyan. Passed over. Carter's got to slow that down. Less than a minute left to go in regulation. Marlowe's alone in front of the net, but they don't want to hit him. Ethan Peterson will be the one to shadow Eric George here. Tanner Tassi now the fourth forward. The O guy for the Mustangs. High pass by Carter. Bounces into the netting, and the turnover means it'll be a Riverman ball. 4-4, 38 seconds left to go here. Cole's possession. George runs over Peterson. Greg Bray up for Zach Wildeboer. Rivermen, they're looking for their second win of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Can it come right here? Zach Wildeboer will set it up. He's got Spears, Greg Bray, and Josh McCallion on the floor with him. 15 seconds. Wildeboer to shoot. McMillan with the save. Now McMillan wants a timeout. 12 seconds left. Around there, they'll stop him with 10.4. We'll step aside. As the Mustangs, boy, can they play spoiler here. Eric George, 2 goals in a row. We'll step aside when we come back. Let's wrap this thing up from the JRC. A game plan has been drawn up by the Mustangs. They're going to go 5-on-4 here. We'll see who handles it first. I've got to assume it's going to be Murphy. That's who they're doing. George will be back there with them. So Murphy's going to run it up the floor. He's got Reynolds, Marlowe, and Tassi up there. And hey, my guess with this is they're going to be making room for the one and only Eric George to shoot it. He's got the last 2 goals. Here's Murphy. Blows around Wildeboer. Pass over to George. 5 to shoot. Eric George to the middle. Down low for Tassi. Tassi's got it. Back out in front. Marlowe can't control, and that is going to do it. The Mustangs and Rivermen duke it out to a 4-4 tie. One more game coming your way tonight on 12-ounce Sports to wrap up week number 3. That's going to be the Redwoods and Rhinos next right here. Zingo TV, Channel 61. Oh, wait, we forgot. 12-ounce Sports Player of the Game. Boy, let's split this one. Zach Wildeboer, Eric George, both were great in this one. 4-4 tie, your final score. Mustangs, Rivermen. That's going to wrap it up for them for day 3. Rhinos and Redwoods up next. 12-ounce Sports, Cody Jansen. Cody Jansen with you, the nightcap here in the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Sees the Rhinos taking on the Redwoods. These teams, this game could be huge. This would have huge implications on who's played in a semifinal next week and who's the fifth place team. Done like dinner. Here's Jordan Wheaton on a break. Wheaton all alone on Schmidt. And it's a big kick right there for Kyle Schmidt. That's a huge save on Jordan Wheaton early, less than a minute in. Here's McQuaig. Fires that one down low. Shot in the goal. Short side angle by Seibel. Rips it past goaltender Jackson Freeman. And it's 1-0 for the Redwoods. Chance out in front for Ag, and he bobbled it. Heading back the other way is Ganton. That left side. Ganton now, a little bit of speed. Stick got knocked out of his hands almost. Somehow he caught it as Wong was on defense there. Zach setting up on that left side. Shot on goal. Freeman with the save. Thought about stretching it for a second. Wong controls. Down low pass for Ag. Sends it back for Wong. Another pass. Jordan Wheaton backhand goes off the post. There's Darren up top. Ag again tees it high and wide. This will bounce all the way down for Freeman. No hope of Sorokin catching up to it. Bobbled twice right there. Freeman and Sorokin. Not sure if either of them actually won it. Here, down on the right side. Ethan Wong with it. Cuts towards the middle. Wong, another fake. Couple of beautiful moves, and it's off the post. Ethan Wong, Dipsy doodling out there. Now Alex ends up kicking that up to Ag. Throwing it out in front. Darren was there, and it's going to be Jordan McQuaig who runs off with it. McQuaig in transition, couple feet wide, send it to the ceiling. Now in transition, Wheaton with a quick stick, and we're tied at 1. Jordan Wheaton from his office. No mistake there. You know it wasn't going to be too long before he got on the board. He's been a little quiet today. We'll give it to him. He's had some chances, but there you go. Rhinos tied this thing at 1. Haven't even played 4 minutes yet. Carter on the outside behind the back. They'll say he stepped in the crease. Wong right side. Throws that out in front. Ang is there all alone, and he scores. That's a beauty from a nearly impossible angle. Ethan Ang, how are you? It's 2-1 Rhinos. A little bit of a run there from Grease and Seibel. High pass. Find Giovanni. Little fadeaway shot kick to the corner by Schmidt. All over the rebound right there is Jackson Ganton. Ganton in transition for Seibel. Little backhand flip for McQuaig. He'll walk out in front, trying to go 5-hole. Freeman's got to spin around. Keeps it up. Left side, Jordan Wheaton up the floor now. Wheaton on that left side, right side, pardon me. Wheaton pass out in front. He's got Darren all alone. Shot got tipped and it went out. They are going to say it was tipped. I'm not sure. I think McQuaig might have just got the stick. Up top, Fairholm steps into one. Big save by Schmidt. Loose ball still bouncing around. Wheaton pass over. Got a man on that right-hand side. It's Nolski. Kyle Schmidt, pretty sharp. Well, they do trail. Hey, it's been solid now. Darren throws that one into row 7. Redwoods heading back up the other way. No Matthew Goche in this one. No Ronan Bush. No Garen Schmerman. Schmerman had 5 goals last week for the Redwoods. Yeah, they're missing him. And a little bit of offense in this lineup tonight. Jackson Freeman, big save, sends the team up the floor, and it's Wong down low. Chance out in front for Giovanni. Shot went wide, slash is called though. Alex Sorokin, a little overzealous with the stick, and here it goes. Ethan Wong's got a breakaway penalty shot all alone on Kyle Schmidt. Wong Schmidt, the lefty, takes a little right turn, cutting out in front, a little bit of a fake, trying to go high to the glove side, stopped by Schmidt. And it remains 2-1. It'll still be Rhino ball here. 3:41 left to go in the opening half. Ang with it. A little bit of a fadeaway. Carter's on him. Pops free. Ang battles to get it back now. Hard pick on Wong over to Wheaton. Low shot stopped by Schmidt. I like the shot choice though, trying to go low to the stick side. That's a great save by Kyle Schmidt. Now in transition, here's Carter all alone on Freeman. Carter shoots and it's wide. That one's going to bounce up into the ceiling as well. Ang with Wheaton, 2-on-2. He'll slow this one down. Nolski, the third man off the bench. Giovanni's got to hold back while Carter's there. Pass over for Wheaton. Gets past him. Not sure if he's going to try quick stick that or not. Nonetheless, Wheaton controls. He's got those baby blue Alberta Warrior gloves going on and the socks as well. Fashion statement through the roof with the orange jerseys. Nolski on the backhand. Right into Schmidt's left pad. And Zach with Ganton on the left side. Redwoods looking to tie this thing up here. 2:24 left to go in the first half. High bounce off that backboard. Freeman's got to be sharp there as Grayson Seibel got the alley-oop. Now they're going to say Zach stepped in the crease. Stretch pass from Freeman up to Giovanni. There on that left side, thrown to the ground. Maybe a little pitchfork action there by Sorokin. Stretch pass has McQuaig. McQuaig wide open, short side, finds Zion. Jordan McQuaig, break opportunity there. Beat Freeman, not the post. Seibel's got to be careful, but he moves it over to McQuaig, gets it back out in front. Couple of fakes, trying to go stick side. Freeman reads him like a book. Left to right, easy save. Wong up the boards, turns on the Jets. Is he going to shoot it? Now he's to the middle. Wong between the legs, behind the back. Giovanni with a little fadeaway shot. He had Wheaton right out in front. Maybe a little dish would have worked for him. Now it's a high stretch pass over the head of everyone. Freeman right there to control. Now he sends it over the head of Wong. And out of play, the goalies. Well, maybe their target practice is off a little bit. Hey, they're not on the floor every day. It's a little bit different this summer. That's why we got the Summer League going on. 12-ounce Sports Cup. Cody Jansen with you here. Verbero, Canlax, helping put this thing on. Redwoods on offense. That pass out in front. Might have got through Freeman there. It's still rolling around. They'll say crease violation. Hey fans, the regular cross season's been canceled. Canlax Lacrosse has lots of stock available to keep a stick in your hand. Proud supplier. East Coast Dyes, Jimalax, Epox. Opportunity right there. Giovanni misses. Ang's got the rebound. Another shot. Schmidt. Big save to close this one out. Canlax, they've got East Coast Dyes, Jimalax, Epoch, String King, True Lacrosse products. Visit CanlaxLacrosse.com for all your stick needs. Canlax, proud sponsor of Rebels Lacrosse. Alright, we'll step out halftime here. It's recess. And boy, we got one more half of lacrosse left to go. 2-1. The Rhinos lead. It's 12-ounce sports. Cody Jansen with the Zingo TV channel 761. Cody Jansen here with you at the JRC. One more half to play in week 3 of the 12-ounce sports cup. Right off that draw, Garrett Nolsky goes straight forward, trying to go 5-hole on Schmidt. Doesn't work for him. Redwoods head back the other way, left side's actually going to set this one up. A couple of new additions out there for the Redwoods. They're short bench. They're missing a few players. No Matthew Gauthier, no Ronan Push, no Garen Schmerman. So yeah, they're a little tired here. This is a big battle though. You don't want to be in 5th place. You're not getting in a semifinal spot that way. Jackson Freeman's got the loose ball. Ang up top. Over to Wheaton, down to the corners, Gillespie. Ethan Wong, the late man. Gillespie wants to shoot, fires it wide. Fairholm has the rebound. They'll swing it around that right side. Wong with it for Fairholm. Looking for goal number 6 in his 12-ounce Sports Cup performance, week number 3 here, but he couldn't cradle that pass. Now Schmidt's pass. That's intended for Ganton. Bobbled it, but he gets it back. Now he's going right down the highway. Shot got stopped. Seibel with the rebound. Another kick by Freeman. Boy, oh boy, he has been on fire so far here. Jordan Wheaton wants the shot clock. Maybe wants the shot as a stat. I'm not even sure what he's going for there. But hey. Redwoods back on offense. Zach rips it off the crossbar. 8 minutes left to go here. We got a low-scoring game. Last time these two teams played, the Rhinos did beat the Redwoods 5-3 was the score there. Kyle Schmidt still with it. That pass is going to bounce high. Giovanni kind of got his stick up on Seibel. Ref's going to blow it down. Loose ball push called. Behind the back effort by Seibel goes wide. Over to Alex in the corner. Get the Wildeboer brothers playing the left side now for the Redwoods. Zach out in front, second straight crossbar for him, but it's going to bounce right down to Schmidt again. They'll do this all over here. Kyle Schmidt from his own goal. Hail Mary pass there. Giovanni knocks it down. It's a 3-on-1 for the Rhinos if they want. Giovanni just pops it up for Gillespie. He'll shoot over the net. Will it stay in play? It will, and Garrett Nolsky has to come back and get it. Left side. Zach controls. Pushed into the boards, double teams on him. It's Ang and Wong. Backdoor pass for Albrecht. Can't connect. Freeman scoops. He'll step out of the crease now. Freeman's low pass for a Wong got knocked out, and Alex Sorokin's got it now. Sorokin cutting to the middle, plenty of time and space. Shot got stopped. Rebound, Zach scores. And Wildebor's got this tied up at 2-2. Tie game, less than 6 minutes to go. Wong over to Ang towards the goal. Bouncing it low glove side, goes wide. Schmidt doesn't even have to make the save there. Now it's Bray, pass out in front. Ang all alone again. Couple of fakes, trying to go short stick side this time. Stopped by Schmidt. This is definitely his best performance of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. No questions asked. Wong, little backhand dish. Knocked down, now pass out in front. Fairholm off the crossbar. Seth Fairholm in front of the net. Here goes Dalk. Left side, Sam controls McQuaig. Back door over to McQuaig. He'll go glove side on Freeman, who says no to him. Pass rolls past Seibel, and now Garrett Nolski. He's got Jordan Wheaton with him. Nolski, plenty of time. Couple of fakes. Shot off the post, and it's going to bounce. Garrett Nolski that close to giving the Rhinos a 3-2 lead, and the Redwoods go back the other way with the numbers. Alex, he's got Seibel and Carter with him. To the middle, Carter's going to shoot that one off the glass. Stays in play, though. Zach Wildeboer up top. Picked up the last one for the Redwoods, really providing their offense here today. Zach's up top, thought about teeing it up, down low for Alex, and his brother's going to tuck it home. 3-2 Redwoods lead. Giovanni on the breakaway, can't get anything, or partial break at least. Couldn't get anything to go. Redwoods up by 1, 3:51 left to go here in regulation to wrap up week 3 of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. Zach Wildeboer up top again. Pass over to Seibel, who gets knocked to the ground by Fairholm. Fairholm's got it now in transition. Pass over to Wong. Ethan Wong all alone to tie the game, and he's stopped by Schmidt. Ethan Wong, that's a beautiful chance there. Cannot connect. Setting up top, Jackson Ganton now. Won't shoot, Sam's on the right side. Dalk on the right. Dalk and Wildeboer give and go. Freeman's going to make that save on the right side. Backdoor pass. That'll be picked up top. No, Ganton bobbles it. Now going back the other way. Must have missed her on the scoreboard, by the way. It's 4-2 for the Redwoods, not 3-2. Previously had it on the screen. A little bit of a mess up. McQuaig, short side, stopped by Freeman. Here's a chance. Jordan Wheaton, stretch breakaway. Throws it for him. Defenders all over him. Jordan Wheaton getting mugged. 3 Redwoods there. Wheaton's going to hang back here. That might be his best option. Cheat towards the breakaway. You're going to need a big save either way. Alex Wildeboer up top. Plenty of room. Tease it. Freeman with the save. Darren Bray has it. He's got to throw this one down to Wheaton however he can. And now got tipped. by Zach Wildeboer. Now Jordan Wheaton's got a break. Jordan Wheaton to cut the lead in half, and he will. Jordan Wheaton comes through clutch. He's got his second of the game, and it's 4-3. Back the other way, minute 20 here for the Rhinos to work with. Darren Bray down low. Nolski quick stick. Boy, not close to the net, but that's close to Ang's head. Freeman got to set it up. 60 seconds left to go here. Do the Rhinos have some last-minute magic? The Rebels use it against them, and they forced a tie. A tie here would be huge because it would keep the Rhinos 2 points up in the standings. Bouncing ball through the crease. Kyle Schmidt's got it. 45 seconds left. Stretch pass for Zach Wildeboer. Breakaway on Freeman. This is the ball game right here, and it's off the crossbar. That's going to bounce out. Ang's got a chance. Rhinos have numbers if they want. Freeman heads to the bench. It's 5-on-4. Ang down low for Darren Bure. He bobbles that. Nolski's got to win a loose ball battle right here. Nolski in the corner. Somehow holds on to it. Back to where he had Gillespie. He'll decide to shoot instead. Schmidt with the save, and he's going to scoop up the loose ball with 10 seconds left. That's going to all but do it. Schmidt going for the empty net, and it's in. Kyle Schmidt, our first goalie goal of the 12-ounce Sports Cup. And that's going to do it. 5-3. Your final score, the Redwoods. They pick up a huge win here. That'll put them in a tie for 4th place and tentatively in a semi-final spot. Goalie goal at the end by Kyle Schmidt. As impressive as that is, that's not even going to overshadow his great goaltending. He's your 12-ounce sports star of the game without a doubt. Hey, thanks to all who tuned in. Cody Jansen with you. Let's wrap this up next week. Week 4, we get the finals. We're going to hand it out. The 12-ounce Sports Cup coming to you live next week, Tuesday, same time, same place. We'll talk to you then.